Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today we'll be discussing state relief in the month of September. Now, this could be coming in any shape or form, whether it's state stimulus checks, child tax credit, P-EBT, or the SNAP emergency allotment. So, of course, we'll be discussing state stimulus checks in September for like Hawaii, Alaska, Illinois, Connecticut, and then, of course, continuing payments in the state of Colorado. Then we also have summer P-EBT, right, you guys? So we're referring here to the $391. We have 12 states that are expected to send the deposits this month. And then we also have 30 states that have been approved to provide the SNAP emergency allotments in the month of September as well. And of course, I bring you the pay dates information. Now, if you're in the state of Georgia, for example, in September, you can also expect to receive your cash assistance payment if you're a Medicaid, SNAP, or TANF recipient. So that's what's going on with Georgia. And then moving on into the month of October, certain state relief is coming to those in California, Virginia, and Rhode Island. Now, I know you guys in several of these videos, a lot of you guys ask me about what's going on in your state, especially when it's not mentioned, which I totally understand. So just know, you guys, that I portray here, I bring you the information that becomes available to me, things I find on the news, everything that we're discussing here pretty much you can find in some sort of news outlet, right? So, of course, I also want to discuss proposals, what is going on in certain states, right? Because that's kind of important to know as well. So we bring you information regarding proposals of stimulus in other states as well, and that includes Pennsylvania and Ohio. So make sure you guys stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you're interested in the latest news regarding stimulus checks, child tax credit, SNAP, P-EBT, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. So let's start off this video with the 5 states that can expect to receive stimulus checks, you guys. And of course, we're referring to the month of September. So starting off with Connecticut, let's discuss here between the $250 to $750 in terms of child tax rebate check, right? So eligible families who applied for the Connecticut child tax rebate in July are expected to receive a check in the mail in the next coming days. So you may be eligible for a child tax rebate of up to a maximum of $750. Remember, guys, that it was $250 per child, right? If you have 4 kids, you're still going to be maxed out at, for example, the $750. So last week, Governor Ned Lamont announced that most of the rebates were mailed by the end of last week, and recipients should begin receiving them over the next several days. Now, moving on to those in the state of Illinois. So let's talk about the individual income tax rebate, which is pretty much a tax rebate of anywhere between $50 or up to $400, you guys. So if you're filing as a single person, your rebate amount is of $50. For couples, it'll be $100. If you have dependents, for example, you will receive a rebate amount of up to $300. It's around $100 per dependent with a maximum of 3. So once again, you're being capped out at 3, right? So maximum amount you can receive is pretty much $300. And then a person qualifies if they were an Illinois resident in 2021 and their adjusted gross income was under $400,000 if filing jointly, or $200,000 if filing as a single person. Now, payment distribution is expected to begin September 12th. That's when it's going to start. But according to Illinois Controller Susana Mendoza, it could be up to 8 weeks to send all the rebates. Now, if you're in Hawaii, you can also expect to receive those $300 checks in the first week of September. So Act number 115 provides a one-time $300 refund to each qualifying resident taxpayer who files an individual income tax return for the 2021 tax year on or before December 31st. Now, the Department of Taxation will begin issuing those $300 checks once again in the first week of September. The estimated Act number 115 refund delivery dates are in the chart below. So depending on when you did your filing, so anywhere between January all the way through July, you can expect your direct deposit refund in the month of September. But if you did it after that, after July 31st, meaning like August 1st all the way through December, then it can be up to 10 weeks after filing. And then if you're expected to receive a paper check refund and you did your filing dates between January all the way through the end of July, you can expect to receive your paper check refund anywhere between the months of September and October. Next, we have the state of Alaska. So the state of Alaska plans to begin distributing $3,200 checks to residents starting on September 20th, you guys. So the budget comes from a $2,550 permanent fund dividend and a $650 one-time energy relief assistance for every dividend recipient. So most Alaskans get a dividend. There is a yearly application and residency requirements to qualify. So the department said it was still in the process of determining eligibility for more than 78,000 applicants. Next, we have the state of Colorado. So if you still haven't received your check, the state is now sending anywhere between the $750 to $1,500 checks to residents who filed a 2021 tax return by June 30th. And remember, guys, this is only if you haven't received your check just yet, right? So if you qualify and filed by June 30th, then the refund will be issued by September 30th. That's the next round. So if you qualify and file a state income tax return by October 17th, extension deadline, then the refund will be issued by January 31st of next year. So to prevent fraud, all checks will be mailed to the last known address as identified on the 2021 tax return. Now moving on to summer P-EBT, you guys remember these are $391 payments, right? So 12 states are expected to send deposits this month, and here we have pretty much the list. So starting off with Alabama, they're sending one-time payment either at the end of August or early September. Now if you're in Alabama, here's a couple of things to keep in mind. So Alabama announced that they are sending their summer P-EBT payments since last week. Although some people already received their payments, some people have not. So if you have not received your payment and of course you qualify for summer P-EBT benefits, just wait it out a couple of more days, you guys, for you to receive your deposit. So next we also have Arizona. Arizona will be sending one-time payment if you have a child under the age of 6, and it's going to be in early September. And then one-time payment as well if you have a school-age child, meaning from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade in late October. Next, we have DC one-time payment at the end of September. Illinois one-time payment for K through 12, it'll be anywhere between September 11th all the way through the 20th. And then, of course, we have Maryland. Here we have a couple of dates. So 2 payments, one payment late of August, and then the second payment in late September. So I also have an announcement for those in this state. So some people claim on social media that they have already received a $195 payment, which of course in the last couple of days, which is when you were expected to receive that first payment of the summer P-EBT, right? But the state didn't announce it. So if you received a $195 payment, let me know in the comments section down below. And of course, you guys, don't forget that the other $196 payment is expected to be sent at the end of this month. So next we have New Jersey, one-time payment if you have a child under the age of 6 or K through 12th grade, right, school-age child, then you can expect that payment to be sent in the month of September as well. New Mexico, one-time payment by September 30th. Rhode Island, a one-time payment for K through 12. It's either in the month of August or even September. And then for those with kids under the age of 6, anytime between September or October. We also have South Carolina on this list, a one-time payment at the end of August or September. We also have Utah on this list. Remember, guys, with Utah, it's a one-time payment, and for round 1, it's going to be on August 20th, and round 2 by September 30th. So also keep in mind that it's only certain individuals will be receiving their payment in round 1, and then if you didn't receive it in round 1, then you should expect to receive it in round 2. Next, we have Virginia, one-time payment for K through 12, August 25th, and then for kids under the age of 6, it's going to be September 23rd. Washington, one-time payment in the month of September. Moving on to the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of September. Now, keep in mind, you guys, that there's a couple of states that are usually 1 month behind, right? So here we have the emergency allotment payout dates for the month of August, which of course most of these states are sending their benefit in the month of September, right? So starting off with Alabama, make sure you guys are checking your cards because deposit date was anywhere between August 31st all the way through the 1st of September. If you received your payment, let me know in the comment section down below. Next, we have California depositing for the month of August anywhere between September 3rd through the 4th or September 9th through the 10th. We also have Hawaii September 12th, Kansas September 15th all the way through the 24th, Massachusetts September 2nd, Minnesota September 7th all the way through the 29th, Nevada September 10th all the way through the 13th, and Vermont September 14th. And here we have the payout date information for the SNAP emergency allotments for September. So starting off with Alabama, September 29th all the way through the 30th. California, once again for September, they're going to be sent anywhere between October 15th through the 16th. California, September 9th through the 15th. Delaware, September 28th. DC's on a regular issuance schedule. Hawaii, October 10th. Illinois, September 21st all the way through the 29th. Kansas, October 22nd all the way through the 31st. Louisiana, September 3rd, the 10th, the 17th, or the 24th of September. We also have Maine, September 9th. Maryland will be depositing their payments anytime between September 1st all the way through the 30th. New Jersey, September 1st all the way through September 5th. New Hampshire, September 1st, September 16th, or October 21st. We also have New York for those in New York City, September 16th all the way through the 29th. And then for the rest of the state, September 12th all the way through the 22nd. North Carolina, September 22nd all the way through the 1st of October. Ohio, September 28th or September 29th. Oklahoma, September 10th all the way through September 15th. Oregon will be depositing payments in 3 rounds. So round 1, September 9th, round 2, September 29th, and round 3 on October 3rd. Pennsylvania, September 16th all the way through the 29th. And then, of course, we have Rhode Island, September 3rd. South Carolina will be sending their payments anywhere between September 1st all the way through the 19th. Virginia, September 16th. Utah, September 24th. Washington, September 2nd all the way through September 20th. West Virginia, September 6th. And a final run on October 12th. And then last but not least, we have Wisconsin, September 17th. Up next, we have the state of Georgia. So here's what's going on in Georgia. There's $350 available in cash assistance if you're a recipient of Medicaid, SNAP, or TANF. So Governor Kemp announced last month that he dedicated more than $1 billion to the Department of Human Services to provide cash assistance of up to $350 for active enrollees, which can also include $350 for anyone in the Active Enrollees Assistance Unit of Medicaid, SNAP, and or TANF government benefit programs. So eligible recipients include Georgians who were enrolled in actively receiving Medicaid, SNAP, or TANF benefits by July 31st. Eligible Georgians are expected to receive the cash assistance payment beginning in mid-September, you guys. So that's when they'll start sending those out, but I'm thinking it can even roll into the month of October as well. Now, DHS will be communicating with eligible Georgians through the Georgia Gateway portal. All potentially eligible Georgians should log into their Georgia Gateway accounts and ensure their personal information and contact preferences are up to date. And of course, before we know it, October will be here, you guys. So starting off with California, here's what's going on in October. So in October, California will start sending those direct payments of $350 to $1,050 for 23 million Californians. So payments will be dispersed starting in October and will continue through early of next year, so 2023. So to qualify, you must have filed your 2020 tax return by October 15th of 2021, and then the checks will range between $350, $700, or up to $1,050 for families with dependents. And here's what's going on with Virginia. So rebates up to $250 for individual filers and up to $500 for filing jointly will be available to Virginia taxpayers based on their tax liability in 2021. So if you filed your tax return by July 1st, they'll send your rebate by October 17th, which means that you should receive it by October 31st. Now, if you received a refund by direct deposit this year, then you'll likely receive your rebate by direct deposit in the same bank account with the following description, which is VATX rebate. That's what it's going to say on your bank statement. And then all other eligible taxpayers will receive their rebate by paper check in the mail. The state of Rhode Island is also getting ready, you guys, to start sending out those tax rebate checks in the month of October. So a one-time tax rebate of $250 per child for a maximum of 3 children, up to $750, will be sent to Rhode Island residents starting in October. So to qualify, you must have filed a Rhode Island 2021 personal income tax return and have a qualifying child dependent 18 years of age or under as of December 31st of last year. So payments will be mailed to the mailing address on your Rhode Island 2021 personal income tax return. There will be no direct deposits of these rebates. And for those in the state of Texas, we have the $391 for the summer P-EBT benefit, right? So the Texas Health and Human Services Commission, the Texas Education Agency, and the Texas Department of Agriculture will issue those P-EBT benefits through the State Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program EBT card system to households with eligible children. Now, the state is planning to issue the U.S. standard benefit amount of $391 to all eligible children, meaning kindergarten through 12th grade, and for those of you guys with kids under the age of 6 that receive food stamps, right? So here is pretty much the tentatively issuance date, which is mid-October, and this is according to the USDA website. We're still waiting for confirmation from the actual state, the state of Texas, to let us know approximately when you should expect to receive these payments. Now, there's 2 different proposals that are on the table for 2 different states. So moving on to Pennsylvania, here's pretty much what's going on with those $2,000 indirect payments that I've heard some of you guys ask me about. So Democratic Governor Tom Wolf is calling state lawmakers to get $2,000 direct payments for lower and middle income Pennsylvanians to deal with the rising cost of living. However, the state Senate and the Assembly, which is pretty much controlled by Republicans, is opposed to the idea because they claim it can contribute to high inflation and considered the proposal as a government handout. Now, there's also a new proposal going on in Ohio by a Democratic candidate, which is Nan Whaley, that is proposing a $350 rebate to individuals or $700 per couple to help residents to combat inflation. It would be the same group of people who received the rebates from the federal government during the pandemic pretty much. And of course, Whaley has to win the election in November against incumbent Governor DeWine in order to push this proposal for $350 checks to go through. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you guys next time.